Hello, everyone. Good morning, good evening, based on where you are. Welcome to our live webinar on Workday HCM. Right. So, a quick introduction about myself. I am Ayansh. I have been a Workday trainer for more than 5+ years, and I have been into the Workday ecosystem for nearly 10 years now. I am certified in Workday and I really enjoy training. That's kind of my passion. So that's a brief introduction about myself. All right, we'll get started with the webinar right now. Okay, so what is Workday? We have been hearing a lot about Workday, and because a lot of you guys come from different background, and some of you guys are completely fresher. So Workday is basically a cloud-based ERP tool. Okay? It has provides ERP application. What is an ERP? It is an enterprise resource platform, and platform or an application that helps you manage your day-to-day operations. It's simply, in a simple terms, it's a platform. It's a software application that helps you manage your day-to-day operations. It is the only thing is that it's a cloud-based application. Okay? It offers applications for finance, offers applications for human resources, for students, for faculty services. It has different range of features for benefits, for payroll, etc., etc. We'll talk more about it slowly. Okay. A little bit about Workday's history. Guys, give me 1 second. A little bit about Workday's history. So, Workday was founded in the year 2005, and it was founded by two gentlemen called Dave Duffield and Anil Bhushri. Both of them who were part of PeopleSoft, and when PeopleSoft was taken over by Oracle, during that time they decided to come out and build this application called Workday. They were visionary leaders back in 2005. Cloud-based applications were very much a new concept, but somehow they could see the future. They knew that in the future, cloud-based solution or SaaS solutions are going to be the future. So they started with that's how they actually started with Workday, and since then they have been growing at a very rapid speed. Right. The demand and the job outlook is pretty high. You guys have done your research already, so I don't have to say much. Because of you've done your research. That's why you are already here. So I really don't want to say much about the salary. You can check the data is out there in LinkedIn. You can go ahead and check it for yourself. The demand is really good in the market. US is a very hot market. India is a hot market. Europe is a hot market. I'm not sure about the other countries, but these are some of the countries that I am familiar with. I know the demand is pretty high. The popular roles that are currently available are project manager, Workday project manager, Workday HCM consultants, HR manager, then senior executive, finance manager. So there's some of the examples of the roles. There's a lot more variance as well in terms of roles available, but they're just some of the examples that I'm just talking about. So those those so people who do not want to be in a consulting role, who do not want to be a consultant, they can also opt for a project manager role or a product manager role or a business analyst kind of role as well. Right. So those are the opportunities out there in the market. Yeah. The kind of pay that you get, it depends upon your background, your experience, and how many modules you know, if you have certification or not. So all those count when when we consider the salary for Workday consultant. But the opportunities are huge. Consultants on average can make more than 150K a year in terms of US dollar, and it's constantly growing. Almost all the industries have now started moving to Workday because of its huge benefits. So healthcare, government, financial services, higher education, non-profit, manufacturing, technology, professional services, all these industries have already started using Workday, which is why the opportunities are growing. How does this particular course help you? This course will help you to master the core Workday HCM. So you will understand the core Workday HCM end to end. So this is not a high level or an overview course. This is a completely end to end hands-on course, and you would be expected to do some complex configurations. Right? You would be expected to do some. Guys, 1 second. Yeah, sorry. So this course will help you to understand in-depth knowledge, give you in-depth knowledge of Workday HCM, complete end-to-end. You learn about the Workday terminologies, and you also get a high-level overview of integrations. We are not covering integrations as part of the HCM. We will never mix integration in HCM, but you will get a high-level understanding about Workday integrations, like the cloud connectors, etc., that we will discuss at a high level. But this is not an integrations course. Just wanted to set the expectations straight. This is an HCM course. If anybody is looking for an integration course, then that's a different course they have to attend. But this course is a this HCM course where we maybe just high level discuss at a high level maybe we discuss about a little bit about integrations. But HCM you will discuss in detail. What kind of prerequisites? Having a bit of experience in HR and recruitment will be beneficial. Having a bit of SAP knowledge can also be beneficial, but it is not mandatory at all. Even if you do not have that kind of experience, you can quickly gain a bit of knowledge through the internet. You just go Google some of the basic HR terminologies I just suggested for those who are completely new, completely fresher, and straight out of college or completely new to HR or HR tech. So those I would recommend that just Google a bit of HR terminologies and familiar yourself, and that will be good enough to get you started. Yeah. Anybody can take up this course. Anybody who is willing to move or make a career to HR or into HR tech. So Workday is basically part of HR tech, HR technology, right? So anybody who is willing to make a career into the HR tech space, they can take up this course. They will benefit from this course. Okay. This training will include your Workday fundamentals, Workday HCM, and Workday job readiness. So Workday fundamentals is the basic and the foundation that we will do. Will build for you, which will be basically giving you a bit of history of Workday, what is the job outlook looks like, how you should proceed, whether you should go for certification or not. So those kind of information we'll discuss at the fundamentals level. Then the Workday Core HCM, which will be your main training, where we will be teaching you everything around HCM. And then finally, you have a job readiness program, which is basically a support system that you get from Zaran. So they will give you a support where they will be helping you with your resume creation, your LinkedIn profile optimization, and etc. etc. So they'll help you with those kind of updates for your job search. So that's what ZaranTech can do for you in terms of job readiness program. You will also get a tenant access by ZaranTech. So the tenant access that you will get, it will be an individual tenant. It's not a shared tenant. A tenant you will not be sharing with anybody. You will be getting an independent tenant for yourself for nearly 2 months for you to practice your configuration. And that past comes to you as part of the course. As part of the course fee, you'll be getting. You don't have to pay anything extra for this initial 2 months. But after 2 months, if you want to extend, then there's a certain amount that you have to pay to ZaranTech and get the tenant extended for more than beyond 2 months also. After the training, those who are interested in certification, ZaranTech can really help you in getting your certification. They have tied up with the Workday partner company to get you officially certified. Okay, for those who are completely new to the Workday certification process, so you cannot directly go for a Workday certification. Yeah, it's not like a Google Cloud certification or a AWS certification or a Microsoft certification, which is open for everyone, right? Anyone can take up a training and go for a Microsoft certification or a Google Cloud certification that's open for everyone. That is not the case with Workday. It's a Workday does not have an open certification policy, and because there are different reasons for that. But generally, if you want to get certified for Workday, so you either have to work for a Workday partner company or a Workday customer company. If you work for a partner company, you will get an implementation certification. If you work for a customer company, you get a pro certification. So these are the two types of certifications they have in Workday. But ZaranTech have tied up with the Workday partner company to get you officially certified from Workday. The core Workday certification, which is currently considered as a gold standard in the market. So that certification you can get through ZaranTech. Okay, a bit about Workday HCM. I'll take up the questions as well towards the end of the. So if you have any questions, please hang in. Hold on to your questions. I'll open up the floor for Q&A towards the end of the webinar. Okay, so a bit more about Workday. So Workday is basically a SaaS solution. SaaS is basically a software as a service, which means your clients can access our Workday over URL. There's no need for any on-premise implementation of any data center or any heavy installation of any IT equipment. That is the advantage that you get with a SaaS-based solution. So that is what Workday offers you. Workday is a SaaS solution, which is software as a service. All the hardware cost and everything is maintained and taken care of by Workday. So as a client, I don't have to worry about all that. All I have to do is I have to inform my Workday account manager that I need Workday for 10,000 employees or 15,000 employees, and they'll give me that access to the URL where I can use it. So that is the benefit of a SaaS-based solution. So some of the key product areas of Workday. So Workday offers, besides HCM, they have payroll solutions, they have planning and analysis software, project management, they have benefits application, they have time tracking, talent management, recruiting, payroll. So these are the different product areas that Workday has currently. So in case you're interested in any of these, you can always pick it up after you're done with your HCM. But HCM is the core. That is a foundation model. That is a basic model. So once you're done with HCM, you can either stick to HCM, you can continue your journey in HCM and become a Workday HCM consultant, or you can also dive into any other module as well. So for example, if you're interested in payroll, the Workday payroll is a very good module to have right now because it's a growing module. Workday currently offers payroll on only 6 countries, and they are trying to launch for other countries as well. So you will have a huge scope there because it's going to gain momentum in the coming years. It's an upcoming thing, so that's again a good thing. If you want to, if you're interested in benefits, you can go for Workday benefits module, or if you're interested in compensation, you can go for compensation module. No, or if you're interested in time and absence, you can go for absence and time tracking module. So there are different modules that you can pick up and gain mastery over that module. So that scope will be huge. The if you know more than one module. Workday is currently being used at most of the industries, be it banking or healthcare or life sciences or manufacturing or technology. So many industries have already moved to Workday. That is the biggest advantage that you will have. Okay. What you will learn as part of this training, here's a high level roadmap. So you will learn core concepts and basic navigations, how to navigate the system. You will learn about how to create, how to configure different jobs, different positions. You will learn about what is configurable security on Workday, how the Workday security is managed. You will get a fair understanding of Workday security. But if you want to become a Workday security consultant, then again you have to, that's a different module altogether. Now we have to pick that module. But as part of HCM, you get a fairly good understanding of how the entire security is structured in Workday. Then you learn about organizations in Workday, like what is a supervisory organization, what is a cost center, what is a company, etc., etc. You learn about Workday compensation, like how you configure different comp grades, comp profiles, how you assign comp elements, how do you assign compensation to a new hire. You learn about that. You learn about Workday standard reports, Workday custom reports, calculated fields, how to schedule reports. You learn about how to use your reports in EIB. EIB is a method or a feature in Workday that helps you to do bulk upload of data in the system. So you'll also learn about that. You learn about different staffing transactions in Workday, like for example, how to hire a contractor in Workday, how to convert a contractor into an employee. Those kind of things you will learn. You learn about different staffing models, business processes, etc. So these are the things that we'll be covering as part of our Workday. These are your examples of your certification. These are the certifications which are available in Workday. I don't know if Alok is here. He can talk more about certification. Let me check.
Here, I will explain actually during the end of the process.
Okay, fine. So let me quickly take you through to the Workday tenant and the LMS guys, and they'll hand over the session to Abhi, who will talk about the Workday certifications. Right. So guys, give me a second. Let me quickly log into the tenant. I just want to quickly give you a high-level overview how the tenant looks like and what all you will be configuring. So that's important. Okay, so guys, I just want to give you a quickly walkthrough about the LMS portal. So give me 1 second. Let me share my screen. Are you able to see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. So this is your LMS portal. You will get access to this portal. This portal will be available with you guys for 1 year. Okay. This portal will be your is the place where you will have everything around your Workday training. So this is your home page. Okay, you have access to your different LinkedIn page, and ZaranTech's YouTube channel is here. Then you have the next tab here for tenant access. So you can directly secure the tenant access from here. Anytime you want to go in and practice some configuration, all you have to do is come into this section and click here, and it will take you to the tenant. Then over here we have the course curriculum, what all you're going to learn as part of this course. Then we have this materials worked at CM. This is going to be your fundamentals course, like in terms of fundamentals, what all we are going to cover. And then your main course materials are here. On the right hand side, I see, if you see there's materials worked at CM, this is where you will have your main course materials. Once you get your LMS portal, I again help you with the navigation to this portal. So if you see here, under this materials for HCM, we have got different segments here. So first segment, if you see the session PPTs, so these are the session PPTs that I'll be using during your training. So I'll pick up a module. For example, if I pick up core concepts and navigation, so I'll pick up that module session PPT from here. I'll explain the concept to you, and then I'll directly do a demo for you in the tenant to show you how it looks like. Okay, and then every session follows by a lab activity and assessment. So after you're done, after I'm done with the session, I will be taking you through some lab exercises, and you will be configuring the system. And you also have a lot of lab documents here for your practice. Okay. Besides what I'm going to teach you on the class, you will also have additional items to practice from here, from lab activity. Okay, so that's up to you for how you want to practice it. And then you will have this case studies. Once you're done with your course, HCM course, you can try your hands at these three different case studies, which will give you real-time exposure on Workday side. Then you will also have this shared by trainer segment. Okay, this shared by trainer segment has a lot of documents that I generally keep sharing with you for your benefit. So these are some of the documents that I have picked up from different articles or different community pages that I put up over here, so, which I think can benefit you. So whenever you get time, you should pick up these articles and go through them. Then we also have a video recording section here. You see there, this is a video recording section. So all your video recordings will be training demo session, all sessions, your daily class recordings will be posted over here. So anytime you want to go back and revisit a particular module, you can always go through these recorded sessions. Anytime you miss a session and you want to go back and double check that if you miss a session, you can also come to this recorded session and just go through the session recordings, just in case you are unable to attend a particular session due to your work commitments or personal reasons, right? So that's a high level overview around your LMS portal.
Guys, can you acknowledge, please? It will be
Yes.
great. Okay, so my name is Abhi. I lead the entire retail business for ZaranTech in terms of the Workday trainings and the SAP trainings deliverables. Okay, so since we are in the Workday HCM demo session, right? Okay, I hope everybody has received this cohort. I believe this is the basically the Workday HCM training plus certification cohort. Okay, if in case not, you can acknowledge. I mean, support team, if you can share it in the chat window, I will do that for myself. Okay, so I will directly come to the certification. Okay, this is a batch schedule which I has already explained. We normally follows two batch schedule. One is a weekday and one is a weekend. Okay, and the standard time what we do follow, that is 8:30 p.m. to 10 p.m. CST on the weekdays, and Saturday Sunday it's 8:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. CST. As already mentioned. So basically, along with this particular training, we will be giving you 2 months of tenant access, which you'll be getting 24/7 with a user ID and password that will be provided by the support team to all the users. And probably during the training on the third or fourth session, the support team will release the tenant, because from that time the main hands-on practices will start. Okay, there are some of the program highlights, the jargons which you can go through. All the details are there in the cohort. Okay, there is a video like how you can walk through the tenant. We have made a video, and this tenant specifically you can use HCM integration, payroll, finance studio, all the accessibility. I mean, you can practice in the same tenant. So that kind of training we'll be providing it to you. Okay. Now coming to the main important subject, I would say, okay, which is called as a Workday certification. Okay. Now, pretty much everybody is aware who are joining for the first time, who are new to Workday. Okay. So mentioned that Workday certification, when Workday came into the market, right? I mean, it was a simple process that you have to work through a Workday partner company, okay? And that's how you can apply for the certification through your employer, okay? And definitely it takes a time frame of minimum 2 to 3 years, I would say, okay? But right now, ZaranTech is one of the official, I would say, like, they're tied up with a lot of Workday innovation partner and Workday staffing partners, okay? And one of the partner name is PeopleFlow, who will be helping you out for the certification. So normally, normally when you goes to Workday and if you take the training from there, okay, you can see there are basically two types of training will be there. One is the HCM core for admin, okay, and one will be the HCM core supplemental for admin, okay. So normally this training will involve like 4 plus 4 8 days, which will be like 6,400 US dollar. So same training you're paying 699 in ZaranTech, and you're getting the training, okay. The Pro HCM core certification. Once you complete the Workday HCM training, the certification name will be Workday Pro HCM core certification, and that will be $800, which will be a 2 hours proctored exam. And basically, $800 is for one training unit. Means one credit you will be getting. That means it is a one attempt. Okay, so that is always same. Okay, so basically the 6,400 US dollar what normally the Workday training people takes, right? That we are giving it in $699. And after the certification, I mean, after the training completion, right? Whoever is interested, okay, to go for the certification, you can let us know. We will introduce you to the partner. Okay, the name is PeopleFlow. Okay, and they will be helping you out with the certification. They'll be sending you the agreement, okay, which you need to sign. And after you signing the agreement, okay, your Workday community access will setup will be done. And they are only in the Workday Learning Center. You need to schedule your proctored exam, and that will be a 2 hours proctored exam, okay, which will be 50 questions will be there. You need to enable your camera, 360-degree camera angle check will be there, whichever room you'll be sitting. So it's a very secured examination, okay. There should not be any particular applications running in your system from the background, okay. So that kind of check will be happening, okay. Supporting, can you just hold on for the poll for a minute? Yeah. So I just want to let you know that currently ZaranTech has prepared a platform which is called as Workday Practice Test. Okay, so I will show you. Okay, so basically I'll be the person who takes care for the entire certification process till the end you get certified. Okay, so this is a platform which ZaranTech has prepared. Which is called as Workday Practice Test platform. Okay, so I mean basically this practice test platform which is worth $199. Okay, so people who has taken this practice test from us, right? Okay, 87% or 90% of the people has cleared the certification in the first attempt itself. Okay, so I would say that this practice test which we have built, it is 2 times tougher than the actual certification. Okay, and we give you 3 attempts. So basically 3 attempts means you can take the 50 questionnaires for 2 hours 3 times. Okay, and 3 times means it will be 3 different patterns of questions which will be coming. Okay, I myself have given the test, so I know how it has been structured. Okay, it is in a similar way how you are going to give the proctored exam. Okay, and the weightage of the examination questions, you can see the staffing setup is 25 percentage, the organization is 20 percentage, the business process is 25 percentage, reporting is 5 percentage, and the security will be 25 percentage. So these are the weightage. All this process is explained here. Okay, these are the steps. How the certification process goes on. Okay. Now you can see this that what our students are saying. So these are the learners, who has recently cleared the certification, I would say. Okay. One of the student has tagged me only. Okay. So one second, I'll just show that file. This is my profile, LinkedIn profile. So this is one of our student, who has recently cleared the, sorry, one second. Yeah. He has recently cleared the Workday certification from Procure to Pray from Workday, and he has acknowledged me, ZaranTech, and Alok. He's our CEO. Okay, for this. So there are a couple of testimonials out there whom you can directly connect in LinkedIn. Okay, and you can see these people have recently got certified. Some of the folks were not working in Workday. Okay, but they were pretty much new to Workday. Okay, and they have cleared the certification in the first attempt itself without having a job in Workday. And obviously, after you get certified, your profile gives a different value, and definitely that's how people gets easily into the job market. And the we have a list of certification. You talk about the name of the course in Workday, we delivered that. Okay, we have Workday payroll, we have Workday finance, we have Workday integration, we have Workday studio. Okay, all the certifications we can provide you. Okay, and this practice test has all the modules. Okay, you can see there are a lot of courses out there. For example, somebody was asking me about the integration, right? One second. Yeah, so this is one of the, let's go with the HCM only because HCM we are covering right now. Okay, so you can see there is Workday Pro HCM core certification and Workday Pro HCM reporting certification. So normally people who will be going for the certification, initially everybody has to go for the Pro HCM core certification only. Guys, anybody has any questions? I hope I've explained clearly from my side. You can ask. I can ask you guys if you have any questions.
Okay. You
Yes,
mentioned
please.
that this LMS portal is valid for 1 year. Means like we are gonna get the access for 1 year. Suppose after 1 year, I would like to go for the certification. I'm just giving the situation.
Mhm.
So I get the access of these tests. What is available?
Okay, I will explain you. See, normally there is no timeline when you want to go for the certification. There are a couple of students who, after the completion of training, within 1 week also goes for certification. Some people takes time, 2, 3 months, 4 months. Okay, because see the LMS access, the batch will be over in 2 months, right? We give you 2 months of tenant access also. After that, also you'll be having additional 10 months of time frame to have the access to the LMS. Basically, LMS has the video recordings and all the materials, hands-on assignments the trainer will be giving. All these access will be having it for 1 year. Okay, so obviously, after that, if in case you're willing to go for the certification, we have a platform called as Teachable. Okay, which is called as a self-paced video training. Okay, it has all the things. This is the platform, ZaranTech.teachable.com. Okay, so it has all the training modules in Workday. You can see the list of courses here. Okay, any point of time, if you're looking for any other self-paced training, also we have everything here. It has list. Okay, so that time people goes and purchase there. Okay, obviously, I have seen very rare people who takes the live training 2 times, right? Okay, so normally that time you can come back to us and you can buy this teachable platform. See, normally always everybody would like to go for the certification after they complete the training because you will be new and you'll be having a lot of knowledge and idea also at that point of time. I have seen very rare people who will be taking 1 year of time frame. When you are having such kind of option, see, right now you have to understand, when you work for a Workday partnered company, it takes time. Okay, because there you do not have any option to go for the certification directly. It should be employee sponsored only. Okay, but right now when you're having such kind of option where ZaranTech is helping you out, okay, so nobody takes that much time frame. But yeah, I told you that is the option which you can go for. Normally I have seen people mostly, like the people who are because I am helping them directly in the certification, right? So I have seen mostly people within 1 month only they'll be going for the certification, 1 or 2 months max. I
Got
hope
it.
I'm,
Thank
yeah,
you.
guys, you can
I have a
close.
question.
Go ahead, please. Yeah.
So, from my experience, I learned success factors from ZaraTech and it has been helpful. So,
Okay.
on the job, after training on the job, when I got my first job in success factors, I still refer to the LMS whenever
Mhm.
I have issues. So, is it possible to have access to the LMS even after 1 year? Because even while on the job, you will still need to refer to your classes when you are
Yes, yes,
confused.
yes, yes. See, I will tell you that has a certain process. I would suggest like once that 1 year is over, right? Okay, you need to talk to your sales counselors. Okay, I told you like we have such kind of process where we extension also. Okay, but extension comes up with a price. You have to understand because we are giving you 1 year of time frame. So you have to understand the reason why we don't give lifetime, because you have to understand, after a certain point of time also everything has its validity. Okay, the content, see, we started Workday training, I would say almost 10 years ago. Okay, but do you think that 10 years before whatever content we used to teach that will be useful for the people that much right now? Whatever latest you should have an idea. So that is the reason. We give it for 1 year because right now after 1 year you don't know, some of the changes might come in Workday. Okay, a lot of contents might change. So that is the reason. That is the major reason we give it for 1 year, and that 1 year is pretty much enough, I would say, from student perspective and from our point of view also. I hope I'm clear, Temi, from my side.
Yes, you are. Thank you.
Guys, anyone has any questions? Please go ahead. I can answer.
Yeah,
Yeah, go ahead one by one, please. Go ahead.
I mean, I was personally recommended. He is the one who got certified through
Oh,
ZaranTech.
awesome. Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
he's based out of Canada right now, so he suggested me for ZaranTech.
Yeah, so he is the person.
Yeah, so he's right now working here as a global director in some space. So
Got it.
that's kind of the thing.
Sent an email on January 29th. He cleared the certification. So I mean,
Yeah.
these are. I mean, see, we have made people's life easy. I mean, right now that is the value, terms of the Workday trainings what we are offering right now. I mean, no other competitor in the market has reached to that level because obviously, the efforts and the quality of the trainers what we have. You have seen Ayansha, like he has a lot of experience into Workday from a long time, and he's one of our best trainers. I mean, in a month, definitely he will be conducting 2 to 3 batches. It is like that. Okay, so that kind of trainers we have, that is the reason the quality of the training what ZaranTech delivers, and that gives a different value to your profile. That's how it works. Okay.
Right. Yeah. So just a small question. I'm trying to understand the difference. This might be very noise, but what's the difference between core and pro certifications? Like,
see, there is 2 certification. One is the Pro HCM core, which is, that is the first step. Okay. And one is the reporting. I think, Ayansh, if you're the right person to explain about the difference.
Fair enough.
The difference between reporting and HCM, those are 2 different certifications. So reporting is basically for those who want to become a reporting consultant. So that is also you can do after HCM.
I'm just understanding in the HCM part. So there is one certification which comes from the consulting, the partner side, right? So that is called Pro.
No, implementers. That is implementer.
Okay.
It has a list of certification also. You can check here. One second. Guys, anyone has any questions? Meanwhile, I'll be just opening the certification list. Sometimes.
Yeah, I had a question actually. Having an experience of few years in HCM, right? I wanted to see if basically you have a course which actually helps in certification. I've got the basics already with me, but I wanted like a certification or something like question answers kind of thing to actually go through to figure out basically what different types of questions come up and those kind of things.
See, I mean, there are a lot of questionnaires will be there. Okay, it will be coming in a different pattern, right? Okay, I mean, once you take the practice test, okay, you'll be having a good idea. Okay, I have seen people might have failed in the first attempt. Okay, because that's a sample, you can understand. But once they have an idea, they have cleared the certification in the second and third attempt there itself. Okay, in the practice test, and trust me, I mean, that's how. I mean, you should always take time. I would say, okay, it should not be like that back to back. You should take all the attempts. Okay, I mean, you should always take the first attempt first, and if in case you should see the results because we will be giving you the evaluation report also. Okay, and then you evaluate the report. Okay, sometimes through AI you can just evaluate that what are the key areas you need to improve also. Okay, in that way, I would say take the attempt after 1 week or 1.5 weeks. That will give you the different questions patterns will come. Okay, and that will definitely help you out in that way. My suggestion is that only. Hello, did I answer your question?
Yeah, you did actually.
Okay.
But the thing is basically your core HCM training from base, which you just introduced, that's different than the course for the training for the exam, right?
See, Pro HCM Core Services certification, you should go. If you're willing to go for the certification, that should be the certification which you should go for the first thing only. And the course curriculum has been structured the HCM because this entire curriculum, 90% will be on function and 10% will be technical. So 10% technical, why? Because overview of integration, core connectors will be also covered in this topic in the end. So this is a totally, functional training.
Correct.
Yes. I mean, you can see this list. It has all the certifications with the name. If I talk about finance has a lot of certifications. So you can see, for example, record to report, contract to cash, procure to pay. Okay, and different certifications are all this. Okay, and we have all this, practice test questionnaires here.
So is the module different for practice test? Do you have a separate module for practice test?
According to this certification only, we have built this platform, and this is all the certification which Workday provides. There is no different. It's the same certification only because you're getting certified from Workday directly. You have to understand that.
So for practice test of the exams, we have to go through the core HCM training?
right now, after this training, this should be the certification which everybody should be going. Workday Pro HCM Core Services. These are compensation. You can see the name itself says Advanced Comp is a different training module. Pro Benefits is a different training module. Recruiting is a different training module. Learning is a talent and performance is a different training module. But everybody, after this training, see, this is the entry level. You can understand. It is a core concept, right? So once you complete this training, you should be going for this certification only. Here only, I think in the image I showed you. One second. Yeah, here you can see here Workday Pro HCM Core Certification Exam, which will be 2 hours. This is the actual certification which you should be going.
Do you offer a similar course for Workday Financials? Do you have
Yes.
one at the
Yes. I showed you the post here. These are the financial certifications. I mean, we have a topics separate training module. And I showed you like one of the students recently got certified. Showed you, right? Procure to pay. So he has completed this certification. Yes, it's the same thing only. I mean, like this is a HCM training, so I can discuss. Like, we have prepared a cohort like this for the Workday Financial separately, Workday Integration Studio separately, so that we can talk, after the session is over by the Yes. So I mean, we can connect to the sales team after the session is over, and they will give you more information in depth. As of now, I can only talk about. I mean, let's focus on the HCM part because this is a HCM training.
You can connect me to them later. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. We'll do that. Okay. Guys, anyone has any questions before I conclude the presentation from my side?
I have a question here. Is this a certificate day or ZaranTech?
See, ZaranTech is not a Workday partner company. You have to understand. Okay. ZaranTech is the training providers. Okay. After the training completion, you'll be getting the certificate of completion. Okay. ZaranTech is tied up with a Workday partner company. So PeopleFlow is one of the partner. Okay. So anybody wants to get certified, they are the Workday innovation partner, basically, I would say. Okay. So we refer you to the PeopleFlow company. Okay. And whoever wants to take the certification, we will introduce you to them and they will take it further from there and they will be helping you to get certified. PeopleFlow is one of the Workday partner company.
Okay.
Yeah.
So for the certification again, we have to pay, or is this part of the $699
you don't pay to ZaranTech for the certification. ZaranTech, you are paying. See, you have to understand, not everybody wants to go for the certification, but certification gives you a different value, right? Okay. ZaranTech is the training provider who is providing you the training, and people who are completing the training with ZaranTech, if in case after the training completion you want to go for the certification, we introduce you to the partner. But definitely, as I showed you a lot of examples, people who are not working in Workday, they got certified, and after getting a certification, obviously, we do have a lot of staffing companies. We are not into consulting, you have to understand, but we are tied up. We do have a lot of resources and contacts where people are looking out for candidates who are certified. I mean, you people are in the US from a long time, right? So how the Workday market is. Okay. And what is the value of certification there? Okay. Not in US, I would say in Canada, in India, in UK. These are the countries where Workday is in huge demand, right? I mean, certification holds a different value in Workday. Okay, not everybody can get certified, but when you have such kind of option, people are ready to adopt that option eagerly, I would say.
So just last question, the
Go ahead.
$699 that we are going to pay is for the training only.
Training with 2 month of tenant access also you'll be getting in that, which is like 24/7 with a dedicated user ID and password.
Okay.
You can
So
see
the certification.
You can see a video here. Okay, like the tenant walkthrough is there. Okay, you can see the video which we have prepared, and it is there actually. One second, I'll show the link. Yeah, go ahead. You're asking something.
So for the certification again, do we need to pay for the partner?
Yes. See, that's what I told you, right? That amount you're not paying it to ZaranTech, right? I mean, when you're ready, you let us know. We will introduce you to them. That's how it is. Okay. And I mean, the entire process is explained here. What I have told you in the session right now, you can see here. If you go through this cohort, right? Okay. Here the tenant videos and all those things are there. You just go through the cohort once. You'll have a brief idea. I have already shared the link in the chat. And obviously your sales person might have shared the details to your WhatsApp and email ID also. So it has everything in depth. Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds good. Okay. I hope nobody has any questions apart from this, or anyone has anything?
Hello,
Just
sir.
one thing.
Okay, go ahead.
Sir, actually, I graduated this year, 2025. Is this the correct time to study about HCM and do certifications regarding this?
See, I would say first you should have a knowledge. Okay, I mean you should learn. That's how it is. Okay, when you're new and graduate, okay, you should always learn the concept first. Okay, I mean certification you can take after 1 or 2 months also, or else you can take within 1 week or 2 weeks also. It's up to your confidence level how much soon you can learn the things. Okay, and obviously this is a core module in Workday. I mean I have seen people who are graduated masters in HR, okay, recently freshers started their career in HR domain, coming from finance and all, they goes for this HCM training. So this is a core module. I mean even me, you, anybody can learn HCM. Okay, like I have almost 13 years of experience in sales, okay, IT sales. I can also do this training. It's like that only. Anybody, I mean, yeah.
And being a fresher, you will also have an advantage because you will be highly sought after, especially by the implementation companies, like, for example, Deloitte, KPMG. They also look for people who are straight out of college and who have knowledge around Workday, because then they can put you directly into those projects. So you definitely have an advantage.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, guys.
Hi, Ash, I have one last question. That the certification cost you mentioned, so this will include how many attempts for that one?
See, $800, which is one credit. One credit means one attempt. Okay, so I will explain you. It is there in the cohort also. So basically, every 2 years, okay, you have to renew the certification. Okay, and that time you don't need to pay the entire 1 unit. I mean the $800. That time you have to pay only $200 to renew the certification. Just remember renewing the certification, which is like 0.25 credit of the 1 unit. Okay. Now, for example, if you fail in the certification, then again you have to pay $800, because that amount you're directly paying to Workday for scheduling the exam. Okay. For renewing every 2 years, you have to renew the certification, which will cost you $200. That is 0.25 unit of the 1 unit, one credit basically.
But for reattempt also, you have to pay the full fees.
I mean, if you fail, exactly.
Got it.
Yeah. I mean, think that is the reason. I mean, we are helping people and we have developed the practice test. Okay. I mean, you can see, I mean, so many people have cleared the certification. It's all up to your efforts, and how you learn the things sooner and faster. That's how it is.
I have a question, please. So
Yeah.
does ZaranTech helps with the renewal, or it is expected that for the renewal, you should be working with a company?
We see, once we introduce you to the company, okay, obviously you'll be in touch with them, right? Okay, so they will help you. I mean, ZaranTech is just a training provider, and with ZaranTech, see, you have to understand, in one way you can see we are doing and we are helping the people. Okay, in terms of certification. Okay, you are not paying whatever regarding the certification fee, 1 rupee, I mean $1 also, 1 penny also to ZaranTech. Directly you're paying it to the Workday partner company. Okay, so yes, definitely I'll be the person. If in case you reach out to me at any point of time, I will help you out. I'll guide you. I hope I
How can we reach out to you?
I mean, abhi@zarantech.com is my email ID. You can call out. I mean, you can connect to your salesperson. They will help me in case you want me to connect. I have my email ID also, abhi@zarantech.com.
Okay.
I think I have spoken to one or two students.
Before you go.
Yeah, go ahead, please.
Yeah. Can I get like a one-on-one customized training?
Yes, I think already you're in touch with Sam, right? Okay, I think you are already having a discussion with him, right?
Yes.
So he will give you all the information.
So I should follow up with Sam.
Yes, definitely. I mean, they reports to me. I'm their manager. Okay, if anything is there, they will help you out, and I'll be there in the loop also. So not to worry. He will help you out with more information on that. Okay. I think.
So this is your Workday tenant. So a tenant is basically an application or an instance of the application, what we call in Workday as tenant. So this will be a training tenant. This is how a tenant looks like. Okay. And this is the notifications. This is where you get all the notifications. This is your my tasks. Any task that needs to be action upon by somebody are listed over here. Then we have the profile icon here. This is where I can click and view the profile. So everything in here that you see, the location, the manager, everything is configurable. The supervisory organization ID, this position, everything in here is configurable item, and you will be configuring them. If I go to compensation, you will also be configuring this compensation element. So whatever you see here, the Alex William currently has these many compensation elements, right? The salary and all that. Everything is configurable, and you will learn how to not only configure, how to also go ahead and assign this compensation. Then you will also learn about the search window. This is an intuitive search window. If you want to learn how to look for Workday standard reports. So for those who are completely new, Workday's USP is reporting. So they provide excellent reporting capabilities. They already provide you with a lot of inbuilt reports which are already present in the tenant. But how do you access them? You need to know the skills. So you can simply type Workday standard reports here, and it gives you a complete list of all of Workday standard reports for every category. So for example, if I want to look for a compensation related report, I can simply type comp and I do compensation here, and it will give me a complete list of all the compensation related Workday standard reports. Right? At any point in time, I want to go back to the home page. I can simply click here and takes me back to the home page. If I want to create a job profile, you can simply use a task called create job profile. Okay, I can simply use a task called create job profile. Okay, so this is the task called create job profile that can help me to configure a new job profile. So for example, I want to configure a job profile of business analyst. I can use this task called create job profile. I can configure business analyst job profile. And if I want to create a custom report, I can simply use the task called create custom. So these are different requests or different configuration items that you will be working on. So to create custom report is the name of the task. I can create a custom report. Similarly, if I want to configure a new supervisory organization, create soup, or obviously we will discuss all these in detail during our session. I'm just giving you a high-level overview about the tenant, but obviously you will get details. So right now, for those who are completely new, it may not make any sense. You may wonder what is this supervisory organization. But don't worry about all that. We will cover that in depth, right from basics to help you understand, and then I'll take you through these sessions. So that's a high-level overview about our Workday tenant. You will be having this tenant access for 2 months. Independent access. It's not a shared access. That's the advantage. So you can do your practice as per your convenience. So that's it from me. If you have any further questions, do not hesitate to drop an email to your contact person. All right. Okay. If no other questions,
thank you.
Yeah. Thank you, everyone. Have a good weekend. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thanks, guys.